Serenity Now framework for sanity preservation in a complaint-driven world. In the grand theater of human interactions, people enter our lives like unexpected actors on a stage. Some for a fleeting season, others for a profound reason, and a rare few who become permanent cast members in our life's production. Complainers are often these transient characters, arriving with an emotional script filled with grievances, frustrations, and unresolved tensions. But what if instead of seeing them as emotional vampires draining our energy, we viewed them as unexpected teachers? What if each complaint was not an assault on our peace, but a masterclass in emotional intelligence, resilience, and human connection? The complaint defense framework is not about deflecting or defeating these messengers, but about transforming their potentially toxic dialogue into an opportunity for personal growth, understanding, and strategic emotional navigation. Read on to the end, and I'll share the foolproof strategy I created during an in-depth session with my coach. The 4-step complaint absorption protocol. 1. Tactical empathy redirection. 1. Recognize that complaining is rarely about you, but almost always about the complainer's internal state of frustration, fear, or unmet expectations. 2. Mentally reframe their complaint as a data point about their emotional landscape, not a personal attack. 3. Think, what unresolved tension are they actually experiencing? Instead of, why are they attacking me? 1. The 80-20 emotional bandwidth analysis. 1. Apply the Pareto principle to emotional energy. 80% of your mental resources should be dedicated to understanding, 20% to responding. 2. Practice active detached listening. 2. Your goal is comprehension, not defense or counter-argument. 3. Use micro-techniques like nodding, maintaining soft eye contact, and occasional reflective phrases like, I hear your feeling, to demonstrate you're processing their experience. 1. Minimum Viable Response, MVR strategy. 1. Develop a toolkit of neutral de-escalating responses that neither validate nor invalidate the complaint. I understand this is frustrating for you. Help me understand what an ideal resolution would look like. What specific outcome are you seeking? 2. These responses redirect emotional energy into constructive problem solving without getting emotionally entangled. 1. Psychological Aikido, transforming complaint energy. 1. View complaints as opportunities for learning about systemic issues, improving processes, demonstrating emotional intelligence. 2. Internally maintain a curious scientist mindset. What can you learn from this interaction? 3. Physically ground yourself. Subtle deep breathing, relaxed shoulders, unclenched jaw. Foundational principle. Your internal state is a sovereign territory. No complaint can invade it without your permission. Pro tip. This framework isn't about being passive. It's about being strategically responsive rather than reactively emotional. You're not absorbing their negativity. You're alchemizing it into an opportunity for connection and growth. Practical application across contexts. 1. Family complainers. Love deeply, listen generously. 2. Professional complainers. Seek understanding, focus on solutions. 3. Customer complaints. View as free consulting and improvement feedback. 4. Friend complaints. Offer compassionate listening with gentle redirection. Ripcord. Pull in case of emergency. Most people think high-pressure environments are about grinding harder. Wrong. It's about implementing micro-interrupts that reset your psychological state, something I perfected with my coach. In the chaos of the emergency department, where stress comes at you like a fire hose of human suffering, I developed a psychological jujitsu move that changed everything. When overwhelm threatens to hijack my nervous system, I invoke what I call the Kramer pattern interrupt. Picture this. In the middle of peak madness, I mentally channel Cosmo Kramer bursting through the door, arms flailing, screaming, "Serenity now!" Instant pattern interrupt. Boom! The result? An instantaneous neural recalibration. Stress dissolves, a smile emerges, grace enters the arena. This isn't just a coping mechanism, it's a performance optimization technique. By creating a ridiculous mental trigger, I short-circuit the sympathetic nervous system's fight-or-flight response and activate a state of calm alertness. Micro tool, massive impact. Prototype, experiment, optimize. Remember, mastering your response to complaints is a superpower. Most people react, few strategically respond.